In the realm of football, a tale of unfulfilled promise, an unspeakable tragedy unfolded.
Zambia's national football squad have been killed in an air crash.
The national team is crushed in Gabon. What?
The journalist and crew died on Tuesday night in a plane.
The 1993 Zambia national team is quite blooming with potential. At their sights sit on the 1994 USA World Cup. With a resounding 4-0 victory over Italy in their previous match, they were poised to make history. Their qualifying match in Senegal was all that stood between them and the coveted spot in the global tournament. But fate had other plans. The team's journey to Senegal was marred by tragedy. Due to financial constraints, they had to rely on a plane from the Zambian army, which required 2 reassuring stops, the first in Zaire and the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the second in Gabon. It was after the latter that disaster struck. As the plane took off from Gabon, the pilot noticed an engine on fire. In a catastrophic mistake, he shut off the wrong engine, sending the plane plummeting into the Atlantic Ocean. 30 lives were lost that fateful day, leaving a nation in mourning and a dream unfulfilled.
But more importantly, it's the spirit of saying we can do it, damn the consequences, or no matter with who.
19 years after tragedy struck, Zambia returned to Libreville, Gabon in 2012 seeking redemption. Eva Renard was the team's coach, who promised to return the Chipolopolo to the heights that they almost reached if it wasn't for the tragedy that occurred in 1993. And with a strong 2010 AFCON showing, the players were angry for success. As they faced Senegal in the group stage, the results of this match was very important, as it would set the tone for the rest of the tournament. Senegal was the perfect match for Zambia, as Coach Renard had previously worked with Senegal's players such as Demba Ba and Papis Cissé in France. He knew their attacking style would leave Senegal vulnerable to counterattacks, which Zambia could capitalize on. Zambia was leading 2-0 by the 20th minute with goals coming from Emmanuel Mayuka and Renford Kalaba. Senegal managed to pull one back, but Zambia held on to a 2-1 win by the end of the 90th minute. Next up was Libya, and Zambia came from behind to draw 2-2. They faced Equatorial Guinea in the final group match, needing a win to top the table. They delivered, winning 1-0 and setting up a quarter-final crash with Sudan. Ivory Coast, on the other hand, had also finished on top of their table with no goals conceded. And their quarterfinals, they faced Equatorial Guinea, who they eliminated out of the tournament by beating them 3-0. Zambia dominated Sudan as well by beating them 3-0 and then faced Ghana in the semi-finals. The Black Stars were a formidable opponent, but Zambia's goalkeeper Kennedy Winnie made crucial saves, and Emmanuel Mayuka scored the winning goal, which would later be known as the famous Mayuka goal.
Of the game. And what a goal. Emmanuel Mayuka. His third goal of the tournament. The most famous of his life.
In the final, Zambia faced off against a formidable Ivory Coast team, packed with talented players from the Premier League. Despite being the underdogs, Zambia's players were driven by faith and determination. Inspired by their coach's vision and their own personal struggles, Ivory Coast dominated the game, pushing hard for an early goal, but Zambia's defense held strong. DJ Drogba, Ivory Coast star striker, missed a crucial penalty kick, and the game remained scoreless. The match went to extra time, and eventually a tense penalty shootout decided the winner.
Yes, if he blocks it. Kolo Toure, save by Mwini! Zambia are champions. He's missed! Unbelievable! Look at the state of the spot. Javinho. Can Mwini save again? He doesn't need to, because Javinho has fired over. Africa Cup of Nations, 19 years from where the squad perished in a plane crash. It's in! Tucked away by Stopper Azunzu, and Zambia are champions.
The question on everyone's mind, was it fate? Coach Renard's master plan for the players' hard work that led to Zambia's victory. One thing's for sure, Zambia are the 2012 AFCON champions, and nothing can take that away from them.